Hi traders, welcome to the video. Please pause the video and make sure you understand the disclaimer before proceeding. What we'll do in the video is we're going to have a look at the most recent trade signals I've sent into VIP here, see how they're stacking up. And we're going to take a look at these order blocks. Now let me explain what we've got here. This channel are trades that I'm taking on my live account. I give you my entry, stop loss and target levels. Everything's there for you. You simply copy what I'm doing. This channel here are opportunities or potential opportunities. They're not trade signals per se, but what these are screenshots where I've gone in and picked what I think are the best of the best opportunities. And I'm marking up these levels here. This is a distribution level. When price moves into the level, I'll mark it up, take a snapshot, and the purpose of this channel is to encourage my members to move more into being independent. So you need to work out what you're going to do. Are you going to take this trade? Why are you going to take this trade? Where's your entry, your stop loss levels, etc. So this is for you to work out, okay? Based on all the information I've already given you, it's in my I do daily videos on my strategy, so you can take my ideas, take what you want to use, discard the rest. But this is to help you become independent and consistently profitable. Right? So we have these two channels. What I want to do is go through the last few of these and the last few trade signals. Have a look at the results. What kind of win rate are we getting? And by the way, if you haven't already, if you're watching this for the first time, join our Discord group. This section down here is free. So if you want to go VIP, it's only $19.95 a month. Let's start off with this one. This was in the free trader zone yesterday. I sent this Bitcoin trade idea in here. Bitcoin. So this was the thing. I made this screenshot. Watch the retest. If we get that, we have a short looking to trade through this imbalance down here. Target is this 4-hour order block. And as it were, we got the trade down into the order block. Okay, we had an opportunity to trade this, target reached. So what we'll do, we'll go over to TradingView and I'm just going to run through. I've marked these up. This is the last, I think there's 8, is there? Okay, the green ones were trade signals. The blue ones were the order blocks. So let's see how they stack up. I'll start from the top and work down. So we've got Bitcoin in this case. Entry was here, target 1 reached. Nice outcome. This one was an order block, Euro, okay, Euro Aussie. That was a nice trade. We get a 1 to 3 risk reward outcome out of that one. What I'm going to do with the video is we'll quickly run through these, and then after we've had a quick look, there's going to be a full tutorial on the strategy and how you can trade these. Euro CAD, this one was leading into some high impact events last night and I encouraged everyone not to trade. This was an order block. I'd marked it up. We got a target 1 reached out of that one if you did happen to get involved with that. Target 1 is profitable, by the way, and I'll explain that. This one is a Euro. Oh, this one I've abandoned ship. This was the a bullish order block on the 4-hour. We didn't quite trade down into it. We have now, I think it's a little bit late at this point, and it doesn't tick the checkbox on our 30-minute time frame entry. I won't be taking this one. So we'll move on. Pound CAD. There's 8 marked up in here. We'll call it 7. We'll disregard the Euro Yen. I can tell you now there's a 7 out of 7 win rate. Nice outcome. Next one was the pound dollar. That was our entry. That was the outcome. And then there was the US 100. That was a trade signal. 2 to 1 risk reward. And then the US 30 was the last trade I took last night, and that was quite nice. We reached target 1. So what I'm going to do with this part of the video now is do a tutorial on how we trade these, what we're looking for, how to enter, how to set up our trade and manage the trade. So we'll have a look at this one here. This was an order block that I sent in. 4-hour order block here. See, we had this break of structure here to the downside. So I'm looking for the last green candle. Bearish break, so I'm looking for the last green candle. Now, before we even go there, something has to bring us into the chart. We need alerts. Look at these. When these go off, jump into the charts. These are the best of the best. Doesn't get any better than this. So here's the thing. To mark up this level to start with, let's just hit replay and I'll show you something here. We've got this indicator here. Watch what happens when I enable accumulation distribution level. Let's keep an eye on this green candle here. See that? Let's bump up the shade. Look at that. This is what we're looking for. And what that's giving me is, if I bump it up again, it's giving me two zones here. It's giving me this candle behind, but what I'm interested in is this blue line here, and we'll mark this up. Okay, so it's the high and the low of this candle. It's really specific. It gives me the zone, it gives me the range, and then what I do is I come into the chart here and I mark this up. I then take a snapshot of this and I send it into my Discord group. So what we're waiting for is, if price returns into this level here, there's a potential opportunity. So that's the first thing. So I'll just cancel the replay. Price moves in. Rules of engagement, or my rules of engagement, is this. I want to see it trading in the direction of the trade opportunity. So it's a bearish opportunity. We've got this cloud above or the cloud engulfing the candles. Either one, I'm okay with it. If we had the cloud below it, it wouldn't be viable. Okay, so the 4-hour chart stacks up. Our trend lines here are heading south. They're in the direction of the trade, and we're under our cloud here. I'm good with that. So the 4-hour chart stacks up. Then we go to the 30-minute chart. If the 30-minute chart stacks up, we look for entry on the lower time frame. Now what I'm looking for here is the same thing as the 4-hour. The opportunities here. So you can see this is the markup, this thing here. Trades into it here and again here. I'm interested in when the price comes back into this order block and what it does in here. Here's the thing. You want to understand price action. We'll look at this on the lower time frame, but see how we have this range through here. In fact, I'll bring in the bar colors on the 30-minute chart. I'm looking for where we see white bars. White bars indicates generally a balance area, generally. When the market's ranging, we get these white bars. So wherever you see that, we have more or less, to whatever degree, a balance area. And I mean, this absolutely qualifies. Balance area is where we have more or less an equal balance of buy and sell orders. This can also be a balance area if there's an equal number of buy and sell orders. It can be slightly trending and we get the same. What I'm looking for in terms of price action, if it's a bearish opportunity, is where you see relative equal highs and obviously these white candles. And I'm looking for the market to, or price, to sweep below and above. So it's trading like that. It sweeps down and then trades back up again, and that's my cue. We'll go down to the lower time frame and have a closer look at that, but I don't want to get too technical with this, but keeping it simple, the 30-minute to be trading under the cloud. It's bearish, same as the 4-hour chart, so that gets a tick. And we've got this multi-time frame indicator down here. I want 3 out of 5 bars in the direction of the trade, so we get another tick. So everything stacks up. We can see this is traveling south. Trend lines on the 30-minute, right? So the 4-hour and the 30-minute stack up. And now all we're going to do is look for entry on the 3-minute, 1 minute if you like, okay? So we'll go down now to that, and I want to show you something pretty interesting here. Well, to keep it simple, what we're looking for is when it trades back into the order block. So we've got this. It does what it does, and it comes in for a second sweep. Right, but what's going on here? This price action, you want to take note. This is market maker algos manipulating price. Let me make sure I've got my trend bars on here. I want to show you bar color on. Okay. I mentioned earlier about where you see white bars All right, well, you either get a green breakout or a red breakout. Predominantly red you can see here. Predominantly green you can see here. All right, so we get these white bars indicating that this is ranging. We have this balance area. All right, so what we're going to do is just get into a little bit of price action here. You want to look for, prior to a move into the order block, where the market is ranging. What that is doing, that's market maker algos building liquidity. All right, they want to short it. They need buy-side liquidity in here so that they can move the market into it and enable them to fill their quota. And what you're going to get is, I call it the fakey shaky pattern, ranging market. Then you get this move here. Now a lot of retail traders are going to be looking to short this. They jump on board and you get a greater build-up of buy-side liquidity up here. Stop losses. This is the market maker algo forcing the market to provide the liquidity they need. So you get this balance area, a breakout, and then we get a move back up. This is a liquidity sweep, a stop run. Running stops so that they can trade this. What do? They trade it down. They entice a lot more traders in, more liquidity for them, another stab at it, and then the market trades off. What we're looking for is to recognize this pattern, and you can actually trade all of this, but we won't go there in this video. I can tell you now that my entry is here. And this is actually, this dotted line you see here is actually the weekly open. Look how it trades into that. This is actually my entry, and I'll tell you why. I know this pattern. Once it peaks, trades down, notice this thin candle, this imbalance right here. We get a bit of a move here. That's my cue. As soon as I see this start to fall off here, that's my cue, and I enter here. That's where I trade. So this is a lower high relative to these. Now you've got lower high, so the break of structure. That's what I'm looking at here. And then this candle forms. Okay, well that could be your thing. But I want to see it move up into this imbalance. Anyway, I'm getting a little bit technical with this. So we don't have to, because you can just go with our breakout alert. Fires over here in the alerts log. That's about here. Break of this. There's your entry point there. Okay, or if you miss that, there's a pullback here and a further pullback here. I prefer to be entering closer into the order block rather than away from it. So that's on the 3-minute chart. So you get this opportunity, and sometimes you'll see a little red dot forming above at the top here as well, and that's actually a trade. That's another video. When you see that, and then you see this, and then you see break of structure here, that's a trade. Here's the thing, go down to the 1-minute chart. All right, if you want to get closer to the action, the 1 minute is faster and it will get you in sooner. And I want to show you, look at this. This was our first peak. There's the red dot that I talked about. Well, there's a few of them, but this one's inside the order block. Look at this signal here. This is it, guys. This is 1 minute chart. Okay, this was the entry I was talking about. Look for the imbalance on the 1 minute right here. Okay, you see this gap. Candle left, candle right. This gap, see how it trades into it? The market's looking for two things, liquidity and imbalances. That's your trade right there. Right on this weekly open. All right, so that's me. I'd get in there and always be prepared for the next. It's another liquidity sweep, basically, back in slightly higher than this. So you want to understand, to set your stop losses above. And, then we get our trade. And that was quite a nice outcome. Let's just go back to the 30 now. It's a bit overkill when you see this. And you know that that's your entry here. It's a bit overkill to set your stop loss above here, but smart money is starting to get a bit more aggressive, and they will push price up through the order blocks. I'm seeing that happening a lot more these days, so just be careful. So I will go above the order block. Actually, stop loss, the ideal stop loss for this would have been above. This line is a yellow line is a daily key daily level of resistance here. So you could have placed your stop loss above that, give it a bit of room to breathe. Target 1 is going to be 1-to-1. Okay, so let's talk about entering the trade, position size, and managing the trade once it's running. My stop loss is going to go above the order block. This one's a little bit tight. It's above, but we've got a key daily level. And if you have a look left, see this high over here? I want to clear this daily level basically. The dots on the cloud are going to give you some clues as well. We've got these dots running through here. So the stop loss, ideally, there you go, slightly above, clearing this high back here and the this yellow line. That would be better positioned. 2-to-1 risk reward, you can see down here, was reached. Here's the thing with this. This is really important. Once you enter, set it and forget it. I can't tell you how important that is. Stop loss, target 1, entry. Commit to the loss, worst case scenario. I generally enter 2 positions, sometimes 3, but let's say your allocation is 0.3% of your account. So what you can do is open a trade 0.2, 0.1%, not lot size, however you do it. But we're looking at thirds. 0.2 I'm going to close at target 1. Closing 2/3 of my position here makes this a profitable trade if I leave my stop loss where it is. And then I'll let the rest of it trail. Stop loss here is profitable, and you can start to pull it down behind the price. If this moves in your favor, then you can trail it. If you want to use the cloud, see the 30-minute cloud here. Well, let's just say that you entered a trade up here, just for the sake of this video, and target 1 was reached here, let's say. Then pull your stop loss down to half the distance through the cloud. That's generally pretty good in the early stages. So as price moves down, your stop losses, have a look at the cloud. Well, there it is here, so there's halfway. There's the cloud there, so there's halfway. And at some stage, you can start to tighten up a little bit and place your stop loss closer to this level on the cloud. So if you gain a bit of distance and you're well and truly ahead, this level here then becomes your stop loss level, and then you just let it get taken out when it finally pulls back into it. That's it. That's the strategy. Guys, if you've gained anything from the video, give me a thumbs up and comment. Also join Discord if you haven't, and definitely join VIP, and let's share this journey together. With that, safe trading as always. See you in the next one, and I hope you have a great day.